Trina, from the sound of it, Rusal's oversold. It's a buy, a call that you're making.
Yes, indeed. We are initiating with an outperform today with a target of $11.40. I think certainly the stock has coming down since the IPO, but if we look back, the pricing range of the IPO was done with the market condition really before the China announced the RR ratio changes, and we all know the market conditions since then. So in terms of its open question, how much of that underperformance was due to the market and how much was company stock specific. The other thing is, of course, the dollar index has strengthened. That put some pressure on the commodity. But on the other hand, I don't really see fundamental has really changed in the past 2 months. Rusal remains to be a low-cost producer, aluminum producer with a sustainable low-cost position driven by its Siberia hydropower energy supply. At the same time, our view on aluminum market remains to be positive. So in that sense,
Trina,
yeah.
Even so, Trina, investors should be concerned about Rusal's debt problem, even though it's cut that debt to $13 billion. I mean, it is pretty risky.
Yes, we've done some stress tests on it. I do reckon the risk remains on this company. Our stress test basically suggests they have to meet their default target cumulative payment, which is actually the covenant in this debt restructuring plan. The IPO has given them probably put them 2 years ahead of schedule, but we still need 87 cents per pound aluminum prices in 2012 and 2013 actually to keep these guys actually above within their covenants. Given I think this is a very extremely bearish aluminum prices, I think that risk relatively remote at this stage. If anything changes since the IPO with the stock's underperformance, I would say it's becoming more attractive than a month ago.
Given your optimism, fair to say that Rusal's likely to turn profitable in 2010. It posted a loss last year. What sort of numbers are we looking at?
We are, in 2009, we are looking at a net loss ex one-off item of about 700 million losses, and that's mainly driven, of course, by aluminum prices and also the financial cost. But in 2010, we are looking at the company to turn profit and deliver about $2.2 billion profit. As a matter of fact, the second half last year, they are already in a small profit, so that's quite a big turnaround.
I'm looking at some of the other stocks you like. They include Chalco, China's biggest aluminum producer. The company down almost 8% year to date. What's the story here?
I think it's a similar story. Both of this company are, in terms of earnings, are highly leveraged to aluminum prices. If you have 10% change in aluminum prices, you are looking at 40 to 50% change in the bottom line. So they become very a high beta play to aluminum prices. And certainly, I think that's follow the same trend as Rusal. So if we are positive on aluminum prices, and that's the key driver for Chalco's outperformance as well. At the same time, we also look for cost saving that can come above market expectation. But on a relative basis, I do think Chalco faces probably more structural cost pressure in the longer run than Rusal.
Trina, in 30 seconds, you're not liking Jiangxi Copper very much. Why is that? You have an underperformed rating on the company.
Yes, I think copper is a great metal. CS basically Credit Suisse looking for finally balance the copper market in next 2 years, but the pricing is $3.40 to $3.30, which is where we are. We're not looking for strong pricing momentum as we will be seeing in aluminum. So that's the main argument on Jiangxi Copper.
Okay. Trina Chen? We have to leave it there. That's all the time we have. Trina Chen, head of Asia Metals and Mining at Credit Suisse, liking Rusal and Chalco shares.